your own parents for violating your consent and your privacy on the internet. This has never before in human history have we had this problem. But
I
now we do.
unironically think that like children actually can't consent to it because they don't understand the implications of it. Like being online in that capacity. How would they know
I'm
what
telling
that
you right
means?
now, even people who understand the implications of like privacy violations, even they don't understand what, like the satanic shit that is about to come out of that Pandora's box soon with AI. You think women getting put in deepfake porn and crying over it on Twitch is bad? Just wait until they do that to your children. Until these fucking perverts like scan your Instagram page for your 10-year-old's face and they put her in porn. And then I read, oh my God, I just now remembered. I read this news a while back about how the police forces, the cybercrime divisions now more often have to deal with parents of kids who committed suicide have to deal with blackmail. Because the kids will have like sent some cybercriminal nudes because they get catfished, and then they end up killing themselves once the cybercriminal blackmails them for money. And because the kid is now dead, the cybercriminal cannot blackmail them anymore. So instead, they go directly to the parents and say, "Hey, if you don't pay me, I'm gonna spread your child's nudes."
Holy fuck, dude.
It's like the most evil thing I could imagine. Oh my God.
Yeah, that is.
You're right. I think everyone who just heard what I said had a little part of their soul die, and that's just what we're looking at right now. This is why I do not want any part of my family on the internet anymore. Like the past 5 years have just scared me of giving away any detail of my private life at this point.
That's one of the most heartbreaking things that I've seen online. Well, not maybe heartbreak is the wrong word, but pretty sad thing that I've seen online is it's like the scam subreddit is just constantly full of young people getting extorted. I believe the term's actually sextorted now. It's got its own term. But basically extorted for money from people because they believe they were sending their nudes to some kind of, sexual partner or whatever. And because like society says, yeah, doing this stuff is fine. They do it pretty willingly, obviously. And then it turns out that it's an Indian guy or whatever. And then they start scamming them or blackmailing them for money, saying that, we'll release your nudes basically if you don't comply and send us money. And these people are desperately posting on like subreddits like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I can't have my family see this. I would be disowned, or like this would ruin my life. And it's so fucking prevalent, like actually so insanely prevalent. It amazes me how common it is.
You're far more likely to fall for it or to, think it will work if you just pay them off if you're like a 14-year-old girl and you don't want your classmates to see news of you, or whether it's real or not.
They have like an insane amount of power over you at that point. It doesn't just end there at money. They can ask for more pictures. They can demand more pictures. They can demand.
They can come back at any time. Like the entire thing of blackmail is that it will never go away. You can never pay them off. They will always keep the photo. It's not a thing like, okay, if you pay me, I'll delete the pictures.
These people clearly don't have any.
Buddy.
These people clearly don't have any like honor or anything. You can't take their word for anything. They're fucking extorting you. So
right.
It's
I
not
just
like
remembered this other
it.
thing where like I think a Chinese company, I don't know, some company on the internet was taking photos of people's children on Instagram again. And like one mother found out that, they took a photo of her daughter, of her like 9-year-old or 13-year-old, I don't know. And they made her into a sex doll. They like 3D printed a sex doll with her daughter's face, and they were selling it on a website. It's like, this is the kind of shit we're looking at. It's so, I don't know, man. Don't put your kids on the internet. This is now my very first thought when like people like PewDiePie announced that they're, his wife is pregnant. My first thought is that is adorable. Second thought is keep it with the X-rays. Just that's it. That's all the internet should ever see of that kid, for your own good.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
The kid's good.
100% agree. It's such a dangerous.
I don't know. We definitely need laws about this.
Yeah, but I don't know what laws. Blackmail is already illegal.
True.
Yeah, maybe saying laws is false, but I don't like. Do deepfakes even count as revenge porn right now?
So I actually talked about this on stream during the whole streamer deepfake porn thing. There are currently only a handful of states that consider deepfake porn like that an actual like serious sex crime. It's not widespread across the country. It's only a couple of select spots right now.
It always takes a while for like legislation to catch up with
Yes.
technology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because boomers run everything and they refuse to die. They fucking cling to their goddamn office until they're 97 years old and demented. But also, it would be so difficult to prosecute this, I mean, because, okay, even if you live in a state where this is illegal, okay, what if I live in a state where it isn't and I do this to you? Can you even sue me across states? Like, this
Well, it
needs
would
to
have to
be a
be
federal
like
thing, like
could it be a
countrywide, right?
Could it be a federal law? How many federal laws are there? It's like just murder and like sexual crimes, right?
Well, I feel like there's a lot of federal laws, Jackson. It's
Is
probably
there?
more,
I don't know.
it's probably
I don't
more
know
than
how
just
it works in
those.
America.
A federal is just federal. I mean, it doesn't even have to be America specific. I'm saying like countrywide, every single country needs to do this.
Yeah.
And again, even if you ban it across all of America, well, some fucking Chinese people will just run a troll farm where their only job is to just, deep fake people and blackmail them.
There needs to
This
be
is such an international issue.
Yeah, there needs to be a set of laws above the federal law where every country who interacts with the internet needs to have internet laws, and it's governed by like all the countries basically. Set of laws above it. And
Which,
we go to
unfortunately,
internet
I don't
court.
think will ever happen. You cannot stop people from doing this.
Can we remove
Especially
countries
with
from the
AI.
internet? I know countries can remove themselves from the internet,
We should ban all of
Yes.
China from the internet.
but could we collectively be
And we
like,
unironically should, yes. I mean, China already does this with their Great Firewall.
well, yeah. So
never
I know
forget
that countries.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I know that countries can like exclude themselves from the internet, but can we collectively exclude other countries from the internet?
Well, yeah, if you wanted to. Absolutely. It would be very trivial.
Okay, well let's just
But
do
we
that.
don't.
What exclude what?
Exclude countries that don't conform to the laws, basically, of the internet court now. Like, if we should collectively say you can't use the internet if your country allows deepfake porn, basically. Cut it off from there.
But that's like also, okay, then you're punishing a whole lot of innocent people. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
a bunch of
that's-
Indians are
that-
going to
that
run
will
troll
literally
farms,
never
but
work.
that doesn't mean,
Well, then
That's not
the
all their
easy
fault.
solution is to then enact laws into your government that bring access back, basically, like make deepfake porn
No,
illegal.
that will literally never happen. Here's an example.
I think.
Bestiality is legal in Russia, right? But it is illegal
mean,
They
in
also
the
just made
United
it legal
States.
in Spain.
So what do we do? Do we kick them off the internet?
Yeah, I mean sanctions, but again, it's never gonna be. Like, you can't rely on the government to protect your kids. It's just they can help, and we've talked about this before. I think they should help, like keeping